I rushed into mine. I would say some of the common things would be just lack of knowledge, um, us wanting to rush because we're trying to fill a void or feel like, hey, I want to be married, or I really love this person, or I really just want to be married. Some people fall in love with the idea of marriage and not the actual act of marriage and the commitment and covenant and what it takes to actually build that marriage. So I just think people have a certain perspective of what marriage is supposed to be in their own minds and what they see probably on social media, TV, these reality shows. So marriage is really blown out of perspective, with how people really look at it. And I just believe that people have forgotten the true meaning of marriage and just the foundation of marriage and where it comes from. God created marriage. God created that union. God created that covenant. And just speaking on that topic, God's relationship with the church, that is the first example of covenant and foundation of marriage. And when man is married and cleaves to his wife, that relationship, that covenant, that bond, that union between man and woman is supposed to mirror God's relationship with the church. So I just believe that when people rush into it, they just lack the knowledge and the wisdom, and they don't really know what they're getting themselves into. Hence, myself. I didn't learn a lot more about marriage until after the divorce, which is why, I'm not afraid to get married again, but I do understand how much time it's taking because it's been almost 7 years. But I understand you need to be prepared for this. It's a covenant, it's a decision, it's an intentional decision that you're choosing to make to be with a partner. And I just feel that we don't take those thoughts into consideration prior to saying I do. That's why we so haphazardly hop into marriages and haphazardly hop out of marriages because we really don't understand the purpose of marriage and the foundation of marriage.
Mm, yeah, I love that. I heard a pastor say, or I think it was Dr. Myles Monroe. I think he said people would stay married more if those same people that was at your wedding, like you going through a divorce, those same people should be at the divorce and make you think twice.
So witnesses.
Yeah, right. I thought that was funny, but of course, you talked about being married. So looking back, well, can you tell us a little bit about your story and getting married and going through a divorce? Can you share a little bit of that with us?